I'm uniquely qualified to speak about marriage because I spent 15 years of my adult life practicing an Eastern spiritual path that considered celibacy the highest road to God. All genuine Eastern systems, as well as Christianity, regard marriage as a concession to human weakness. Like St. Paul said, "It's better to marry than to burn." When I started learning Torah 21 years ago, I was surprised to discover that in Judaism, marriage is regarded as the highest path. In fact, Judaism maintains that, since the destruction of the temple, the primary way to unite with God is by uniting with one's spouse. Marriage is the only relationship that permits total union on all levels, spiritual, emotional, and physical. In Judaism, it's not just that you happen to be married like you happen to be a doctor or an accountant or a writer. In Judaism, marriage itself is a spiritual practice. This is true in two ways. First, there are specific mitzvot attached to marriage. These include the laws of family purity, which dictate when a husband and wife are permitted to be intimate, when they are required to be intimate, and when they are forbidden to be intimate. Judaism does not regard sexuality as something sinful and dark. Rather, Judaism regards sexuality between husband and wife as something sublime and holy, in fact, the holy of holies. When a priceless work of art worth tens of millions of dollars is exhibited, it is surrounded by guards and sometimes even enclosed in a glass case. Similarly, the sanctity of marriage is so precious that it is guarded by many laws that prevent us from taking it for granted or treating it lightly. A second way in which marriage itself is a spiritual practice is that the very essence of Judaism is, as we say in the Shema, God is one. That doesn't mean that there is one God as opposed to 5 gods. Every child knows there aren't 5 gods. Rather, God is one means that our God is the God of oneness. Oneness is the ultimate reality of the universe. And although it's easy to mouth that truth, the only way to actualize it is by consistently choosing oneness rather than disconnection. This is true in all of our close relationships, with our parents, our children, our siblings, our close friends. But the maximum potential for choosing oneness is in marriage. Every day, every time you have a disagreement with your spouse, whether the disagreement is about finances, the children, your mother-in-law, or whatever, the real test is, will you choose oneness with your spouse or disconnection? I know that whenever I have a disagreement with my husband, and I'm thinking it's about this or it's about that, and I feel like I want disconnection, the test is always, can you choose connection? Can you choose oneness? This is an extremely difficult test because this is the absolute essence of Judaism, choosing oneness. Every time you choose oneness, you are worshiping the God of oneness. That is why marriage is the ultimate spiritual path.